Good evening, high school football fans. Welcome to a new season of the Frenzy right here on WJCL News. I am Frank Solkowski. She is Stephanie Farad, and you are dialed into the best in high school football coverage here in the Coastal Empire and Low Country.
That's right. Once again, the Frenzy, powered by Savannah State University, a hot, sticky night greeting from local squads as they open the 2014 season tonight. Including
a couple teams in the spotlight for our Chevy Tailgate Tour stop this evening.
This Low Country area is awesome. The people are great. We love the community involvement, and that's what we're really about.
And that's what Chevrolet's about, too.
It is. It is. That's exactly what Chevrolet is about, community involvement.
That's right, the Chevy Tailgate Tour. Thanks to Rick and Boss Chevrolet for being part of this week's Tailgate Tour. To the game, Bluffton out red hot against Battery Creek. Battery Creek with the first mistake. The snap can't be handled. TJ Ferguson going to fall on it for the Bobcats. 2 plays later, Bluffton going to take the lead. Laquan Washington comes in motion, takes the ball, waits for some blocks. Go ahead, give him 6. Point after fails. It was 6-0 Bluffton. Bobcats offense added again a couple minutes later. Alex Davis has some trouble with the snap, regroups, hits Terrence Hayward, who's going to take it to the house with the 2-point conversion. It was 14-0. The Bluffton cheerleaders going to be doing plenty of jumping jacks tonight. Still more for the home team later in the first quarter. Davis throwing to the flats for Washington, who's going to make the grab and proceed to head down the sideline, breaks a tackle, busts it back to the middle, and he is in for the touchdown. 21-0 at that point. How about this? You think Bluffton's ready for the 2014 season? 75-0. Bluffton blanks Battery Creek. Wow. A few miles away at Hilton Head High School, you had the Seahawks taking on Ridgeland Hardeeville. Looks like the Seahawks going to take flight on the opening kickoff. Tyler Hamilton going to receive the kick. He finds all sorts of running room, folks. Hamilton not going to be caught. He's going to go the distance for the apparent touchdown. I said apparent because it would be called back. Blocking in the back. Oh well. Later in the opening quarter, the Hilton Head offense going to get to work. Hamilton going to get the rock. He's headed this way for a good pickup and a first down before being knocked out of bounds. Then, next, the pitch going to go to P.J. Franklin, who's going to move the ball inside the red zone. Couple minutes later, home team going to get on the scoreboard. Quarterback Aiden Hegarty in the shotgun, goes under center, and then proceeds to plow his way into the end zone behind that solid offensive line there at Hilton Head. It was 7-0 at that point, and the Seahawks go on to win this one 31-0, the final.
All right, coming back to Georgia now, over in Metter, the Tigers hosting Bryan County to open up the season. Metter with a 14-0 lead in the second half. Justin Parrish being patient here, putting some blockers and getting them. And it's going to help them pick up some big yards here. Then on 4th and 6, it's going to be LaQuavius Kelly. He's going to keep it and find some running room, and he'll be gone for the touchdown. That will make it a 20-0 game. Metter on top. Redskins still trying to get on the board at this point. Jeremy McClendon, well, he cranes back the arm and throws it, but this one a little short, and then it's going to be called, though, for a pass interference. So Redskins with some better field position. Well, Willie Levitt now picking up some yards for Bryan County on 4th and 1. McClendon, he's going to keep the ball, but look at this Metter defense. Nowhere to go. He will be short. It will be a turnover on downs. Metter goes on to win this one 26-0, the final over Bryan County. Well, to a little GISA action in Lyons, the defending state champs of Robert Toombs Christian hosting Pinewood Christian. RTCA's Rico Rogers for a 10-yard pickup here on the Crusaders' first drive. A few plays later, it's going to be Rogers again, this time for the touchdown. They will go on to get the 2-point conversion. It will be 8-0 RTCA. On Pinewood's first drive, Preston Campbell would have a few good runs, including this one as he picks up some yardage. But the throw here from Brenley Hagan. This one's going to be picked off by Bryson Davis. He's going to be out of bounds there, but no problem for the Crusaders. Rogers weaving his way through some traffic, getting almost a 20-yard gain here. And then it's going to be the fullback, Landon Cowart, lowering his shoulder and getting the touchdown. The Crusaders, they go on to win this one 21-16, the final over Pinewood.
More from the GISA now. We head to Statesboro, where Bullock Academy was battling First Presbyterian of Hinesville, BA, opening the season and opening in a big way. Quarterback Lanier Olive muscles in for the touchdown, 2-point conversion. It was 8-0. More from Olive in the second. He keeps it again on the option, going to go 12 yards for the touchdown. Bullock Academy up 21-0. Things continue to go the Gators' way. Will Rushing going to rush this one into the end zone. That score going to make it 33-0. And finishing things up, Andrew Howell going to pick up a few nice blocks here. And he's going to go 25 yards for another Gator touchdown. This one all BA. They rough up FPCA 48-6. The final. All right, we're just getting started here on the Frenzy. Still plenty more season openers to get to, including the first varsity game ever for New Hampstead.
That's right. The Phoenix with the tall task of taking on defending state runner-up Calvary Day tonight. Those highlights and much more coming up right after the break. Stick around.
Once again, this season powered by Savannah State University. Just saw the Benedictine cheerleaders last week. They had a big scrimmage win over Calvary Day. However, tonight Benedictine goes on the road. It was a matchup of two top 5 teams in AA. Benedictine facing Greater Atlanta Christian. BC would miss a field goal late in the fourth quarter that could have tied the game. Benedictine goes on to fall to Greater Atlanta Christian 24-21. So not a big win there to start the season for Danny Britton Company, but they sure went up there and put up a battle.
Absolutely, and a tough game for BC to start on the road in those conditions, but hey, it's just the first game. A lot can happen in a season.
And it wasn't a region game either, so there you go.
That's right. But one of the more interesting season opening matchups played out at Calvary Day's MC Anderson Field tonight.
That's right. You had defending state champ or defending state runner-up Calvary Day hosting New Hampstead, the Phoenix, playing their first ever varsity game.
That's right. The Cavs going to open the 2014 season in dominating fashion, already up 7-0 in the first. The lead is changing. AJ Keene gets the call. He finds some room off to the right. Nobody's going to catch the senior. He's gone. It's going to be 13-0 Calvary. Then, just moments later, the Cavs offense on the field and back on the scoreboard. Salvador Calderon back on the throw. He sends this one to the end zone. Rich Rappa makes the beautiful grab in the corner for the touchdown. 20-0, but the Cavs far from finished. Second quarter, Keene with the ball again. He makes a man miss, and then he's going to cut back over the middle of the field, and that's going to be a foot race that he's going to win. Keene goes the distance for the touchdown. The Cavs, they go the distance in the season opening win. 54-12, the final.
All right, now last night you had Jenkins and Savannah Christian going at it for the third straight year to open the season. This one was scoreless in the second quarter. Savannah Christian going to fumble the ball. Jenkins there to recover. The Warrior offense then goes to work. Jamori Bryant going to hit Eric Johnson across the middle for a nice pickup for the Warriors. A couple plays later, 4th and goal. Jenkins going to go for it, and Arkeem Bird going to take flight. He scores that touchdown with a point after with 7-0 Warriors at the half. But take a look at the second half kickoff. The momentum going to shift to the Raiders. Tyler Arnold back to receive. He finds some running room, and he is gone. When all is said and done, this was a 91-yard kickoff return for 6 with the point after. Game was tied at 7. The Savannah Christian defense then going to take over. Jenkins throwing. Nick Bateman, well, he is going to come up with the interception. Bateman then going to return the ball deep into Warrior territory. That's going to lead to a short field goal coming off the toe of Logan Tovar. It was 10-7 Raiders. Still more from the Savannah Christian defense. Bryant with nowhere to go for Jenkins, and Bateman truly in beast mode, going to register the sack for the Raiders. Very next play, Warriors looking to throw again. This time, Ty Rainwater wreaking havoc in the backfield. Bryant going to throw the ball behind him. That's a fumble. And guess who scoops and guess who scores? Bateman, that's right. I said he was in beast mode. There's another touchdown. All Savannah Christian in the second half. Raiders go on to win this one 23-7, the final. All right, let's get back to some action from tonight. Highlights brought to you by the 06010. Beach leads 13-7 over Savannah High. In the second quarter, pass is going to be completed to a coach.
Ineligible receiver.
Factually correct, Stephanie.
I know some things.
All right, next up, the bobble snap going to be handled by Zion Williams, who makes something out of nothing, and just like the cut of his jib.
Fair enough.
Okay. Later on, Leonard Brown going to get the carry. He's going to take this one in for the touchdown, blowing the roof off a few defenders' doors on the way in. Beach going to go for 2. Pass going to be completed, but the comedy goalie going to strike again as a false start brings this one back. But hey, he's no Bonifacio. Antonio Washington is in for the bona fide 2-pointer. Beach wins this one 21-14. P.S. Consider this TV News Mike's Man's League entry.
Okay, whatever that means. The Savannah Showdown in the Skeesa. St. Andrews and Bible Baptist hooking up out on Wilmington Island early in the first. Caleb Trush, Time Machine. I'm going to go with
Temptation.
The Rock. Temptation.
That's Temptation,
Okay.
man. We go way back.
Rocking and rolling up the field. On the other side of the ball, he'll never give you up. He'll never let you down. But William Campbell will indeed run around,
You
and
didn't
that
sell
will
that.
be enough
He's never going to live
for the first down. You got it. But hey, he can pass too, and that's Matt McCullough with the break tackle, and he's going to do a little shaking and baking for his own touchdown here. Bible Baptist, they go up early in this one, 7-0, and they go on to win this game with the final of 19-6.
I guess you could say the Lions got rickrolled.
Rickrolled, yes, they did get rickrolled.
Okay.
I didn't know the rickroll was coming, so I was reading and I was like, where is this
I'm
going?
going to tell you what, it's early in the season for some of these surprises along the way, but you know what? We're going to go right through it. Time to get to the third member of the Frenzy team. Dave Williams is back in 2014.
That's right, the bearded road warrior, wasting no time hitting the road this season.
That's right. Tonight, my travel was taking me to Darien and Hinesville, but we begin in Hinesville, where Liberty County was hosting Effingham County. The Rebels and Panthers, well, this figured to be a great matchup to open the season, but it certainly didn't turn out that way. Liberty trailed 14-0 at halftime. Trying to make a game of it early in the third. Jaquez Wilson takes the handoff, and he's off to the happy hunting ground. 80 yards in all, and Effingham leads this one by a score of 14-7. But it was a whole bunch of Rebel rousing after that. Philip Brown rolls out and finds Dusty Baker, not the manager Dusty Baker, but this is Dusty Baker for Effingham. 20-7 Rebels. Then check out this. That's a girl. Mackenzie Stewart knocking through the extra point for a 21-7 Effingham lead. Dusty Baker, meanwhile, well, he continued to have a good night after that TD catch. He comes up with a pick on defense. And that would cash it, set up a few plays later where they would cash it in. Philip Brown goes deep to Ashton King. You can't hand him the ball any better than that. Hits him right in stride. He's touchdown bound. 28-7 Effingham. They cruise 35-7. Down to Darien we go. McIntosh County Academy hosting the Pirates of Brunswick, and the Buccaneers put together a pretty good opening drive in this one. Quarterback Brandon Moran, well, he scrambles and he will pick up some big yardage as he comes right into your living room. This is into Brunswick territory. They would get it even closer, but it would end when Moran is picked off by Devonis Johnson, and he weaves his way downfield into MCA territory, but the proverbial penalty pushed them back on their side of the field. The Pirates, though, would matriculate on down their way to the field. Quarterback Randon Jernigan breaks through, and he's off to the races for the apparent touchdown. But apparent, the operative word there, because a personal foul penalty would nullify the score. Undeterred, though, Brunswick keeps on coming. Tyler Grant taking the handoff and finding the payoff pasture. 7-0 Brunswick, and the Pirates roll 41-6. So what we found out tonight, as we take a look at that, what we found out tonight was Liberty County. We knew that they may have a little bit of rebuilding early because they lost a lot of key pieces, and Effingham really took it to them tonight.
That's right, and Effingham's got to get ready, playing in a tough region, so go ahead and try to get as many guys reps and get ready for that tough region stretch. All right, thanks, Dave. Time now to take another quick break. You're watching The Frenzy right here on WJCL News at 11. Stick around.